What is up, everybody? How you doing today? So, first of all, welcome to Lost Ark. Finally back on the stream. We have played Lost Ark for just a couple of hours. We are just past the first kind of mainland, if you will, kind of the tutorial zone where you start to learn everything. There is a lot to learn about this game. But hey, a couple hours in now, excited to share with you guys. Going to still be kind of exploring, doing my thing. I am one of those people who can't just stick to the main quest. I've got to explore every little nook and cranny. I'm doing my best to not do every side quest because I've been told a million times, just power level to 50 and then worry about the end game. But that's not how I play. So I'm excited that you guys are here to join me with this. And if you've got any questions from the perspective of a new player, I'm happy to answer it. If you're seeing this as a VOD, throw it down in the comments below and I'll answer anything I know or I found out from my perspective. So anyway, away we go. All right. We are in, first of all, if you're not an MMO player, you may not appreciate this, but this is MMOs. This is what you play with MMOs. If you don't know what Lost Ark is, imagine you took Diablo and World of Warcraft and kind of smushed them together and they had a Korean love child. That's what Lost Ark is. Now, those of you guys who are hardcorers and you want to really nitpick, all right, it's probably more like Diablo 2 or Path of Exile mixed with Black Desert, but look, Diablo, World of Warcraft, they're big brands. So if those two got together and had a Korean love child, this is pretty close. All right, pretty close. All right. Another thing to appreciate, this game has been out for a couple years, just not in North America, and so it's got a lot of good features. Like I can move this mini map around. This is a functional mini map. If I click or hover on any of these things, I actually find out what it is. It's not just like an overlay. It is kind of Diablo style combat where you've got all these action skills and everything that you're doing along the way. It's not tab targeting. It has, you know, I guess similar to Terra where everything's kind of on the ground, right? It's more like that stuff, guys. More like that. You're also going to hear some kids in the background. Welcome to my house, guys. Loads of cinematics in this game, if you're a fan of that. If you're not a fan of that, as you can see, you can skip them. It's easy enough.
Looks like they're going to find the entrance for me. Stories. Keep an eye on our new friends.
Is that doubled for anyone else? Maybe it's supposed to be that way. All right. Anyway, so that's the main bad guy.
What brings you?
See, that's why I say like Black Desert like zooms in on the chat and everything. Unfortunately, most of it is via text. And so if you are a classic MMO player, you're going to be skipping past a lot of good stuff.
During the attack. Haven't reached this
Some
temporary
voices
encampment
on like
yet.
the main quest line. So if you need voices, you'll get them there. But you really get it for like the first one. It's like, hey, thanks for joining us here. And then it's nothing else will you read.
Who are you?
That's MMOs, guys.
Why do you claim to help us? Why would an
That's how
outsider
MMOs
aid
go,
us?
right? I like speed read it. I like look at the key pieces of dialogue, and MMOs recently updated to help you with that. Where a lot of MMOs now, like the things you need to know, highlights them, right? Baojin. And you talk to Baojin. We need to recover our bags and give them to Baojin. You don't need to read the whole thing. It's like just look at these. There are a few quirks here. It's a QWERTY game. It's not a WASD game. So a lot of MMO players are not going to be used to that. Again, that leads more on the Diablo side of things. I have keybound a lot of it to my mouse, but because your mouse is used for movement and for fighting, it starts to get a little crazy if you also use like the 12 buttons on the side. So I am playing QWERTY. And you know, it's not too bad. Controller works really well. It's native support, so you'll get all of the correct shortcuts and everything. The only thing that might be a little weird is, you know, it's MMO, so all the like community elements and the chatting and everything. Doing that with a controller is not ideal. That's all right. If anyone's wondering why I'm running to all the corners of everything, it's because I want to get the full exploration %. I'm looking for these tiny little things called Makoko seeds. If you've played Breath of the Wild, it's like picking up all the little like leafy guys. Not exactly like that, but you know, that's a good enough analogy. Good enough. So there'll be like 2 little green leaves sticking out of the ground. Sometimes. Sometimes they're off the map. Like straight up, it's an area not on the minimap. Which
Anyone who escaped with
just
me
makes that
headed
so much
south.
fun to try and figure out. Got my beer, got my salt. Typical MMO thing of having that exclamation point, let you know where to go. Nothing crazy there. So, in this game, you also have combat XP, which is your individual character. Roster XP, which is your entire character set, has levels to it. You got silver for buying things, gold for exchanging with people. This is for rapport items, which is relationships you build with NPCs. There's a lot of depth to this game because it has been out for 3 years. There's been a lot of systems built up, which really makes this, you know, everyone says WoW killer, right? But it's, I'll say WoW competitor, because it has all that stuff already. So many MMOs launch with bare bones, right? We want to give you our story, we want to give you like the first dungeon, and away we go. Lost Ark is launching as a complete game. It's been out, it's been played, it's one of the most popular games, and so they don't need to launch with bare bones. They can give you the full package right out the gate. So I appreciate that. I am also looking for gold-lined enemies, or enemies with like a little golden horn above their head. It's almost like a demon shape. Those I need for the adventure book. So if I find those guys, they are gonna help me out. I'm not finding those guys. So basically just getting a few love taps from all these guys that pass. That's okay. Oh, there's one. See that little golden horn above his head? That's exactly who I was looking for. Bam! So I get XP from them, but it's, I mean, you can see combat XP is like nothing. Like 2, 4 XP from these guys. You're getting like a couple thousand from completing a quest. So this is not an Asian MMO in that you need to go out and, you know, grind against every enemy you see. It's not asking you to just cross the map or you murder. This is asking you to play the quests, play the story. At least from where I'm at here. Once you get to end game, different story. But as of right now, as of where I'm at, it's really encouraged me to just play the game, follow the story. I'm killing these guys because they're in my way. I needed it for that quest, apparently. Probably should have known that. That's okay. I knew that. This was on purpose. Totes on purpose. Got another ring. Nice. I only had 1 ring, so that will help round out my collection. Give me what you got in your pot. Alright, I gotta kill 5 more bandits. Luckily, they're on a quick spawn. So this isn't like an MMO where you're like wandering for hours to find enemies, right? There's a lot of walking, there's a lot of riding, no doubt, because it's a big map. There's a lot of content. But you know, wait a couple seconds and the guys respawn. So I don't think you're gonna run into like any quest mob capacity issues. goes, if that makes sense. I didn't see any leaders. You guys don't have any leaders? You're just kind of a little mob? Alright. Again, I'm just killing these guys for fun. Oh, got salt. Cool. You do need those things for the adventure book, so maybe there is a little bit of grind here. And I'm just like not exposed to it yet because I'm not really playing for the adventure book. But the adventure book is like a big collection thing, right? If you wanted to 100% the game, the adventure book is how you do that. It tells you you've gone through every map, every dungeon, beat the world bosses, grinded out some items that are available in the area, cooked the local dishes. The adventure book is, you know, if you wanted to say you've 100%ed something, you got 100% the adventure book. Luckily, I ain't messing with that right now. Only these like little things, like Monster Hunter, where or not Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy 14. When you know that there's an enemy in the hunting log, so they have that little symbol above them. Same thing. I think it's so smart to communicate those like hidden, kind of passive quests. Communicate to you via that, just that little symbol. You don't have to keep track of quest lines or anything. It's just like, hey, you see this little demon head?
Who are you?
You know what you gotta do. You know? Yeah, no. All right.
Falcon wants me to come to the north side? Is he crazy? There are bandits everywhere.
Well, that's too bad, Mr. Falcon. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's see. What's going on here? Sorry, I was trying to fix my OBS. All right, kill the bandits. Yep, got it. Heard. Oops. My mount. My precious pinata. Bandit Road. I really should have... Oh, I'm on the way to unlock the triport. Okay. Of course there's teleportation options. Why wouldn't there be? And these red quests, these are interesting quests. They pop up when you're like in the area of the quest. So if I leave the area, the red quest will be gone. So long as I'm in this area, I get this little quest, and they're always on a timer as well. So you only have so long to take care of them. Luckily, they're not hard. I got 4 minutes to go kill this other watchtower. As you see, it took me, you know, all of 8 seconds to do. So I'm not going to be strapped for it. But I'm just going to rush over here a little bit, because I've got my thing all charged up. And ka-chow. There it is. So it's advised from the people who have played this game before to do the main quest and red quests. As long as you do that, you'll end up at max level by the time you get to the end game content. I'm more of a fan of doing it all. I want to experience the story, I want to get all the loot. You know, what's the point of rushing to end game if you don't enjoy the game? That's my stance on it. I don't enjoy what I'm doing, you know? Yeah, no. Fortunately, I've got new abilities I need to apply. So this plus button is taking up all my space. Get out of my way so I can get on my mount. Get out of here. See ya. I was hoping to find a Makoko seed there. I'm really bad at finding the Makoko seeds out in like real life. In the dungeons and the cities, I'm all about it. So I'm like, all right, there's 6 in this little dungeon. I just kind of check some corners. In the world map, there's so much space, so much to run around that I just don't even know where to look. to be honest. It's like, hey, you've given me too big of a map with too much to do. I'm going to complain about that. Aha. See, like this one's in the little settlement, so hard to miss. Hard to miss when it's in the little settlement. Everywhere else, good luck. Good luck. All right. Sorry, let me adjust that real quick. Aya. Ka-chow. All right. Just trying to get myself a little more centered. All right. Skills. So if you've not played Lost Ark before, this is what the skills look like. So you've got a couple pages, 10 pages, that you can save presets to. You unlock abilities as you level up. So you can see all these abilities down here I've yet to unlock. All sorts of different kinds of abilities, and then you have to level them up. So leveling them gives you what you would expect. Like this one goes from 146 damage to 172, which is nice. But as you unlock a certain amount of levels, then you can start to modify it. And you can change it to whatever you want. And it's free. I can change any of these at will, no cost. So like this adds party member damage. Not too useful to me right now. So maybe I want to do a bleed on this instead. And then later when I want to do party damage again, because I'm grouped with somebody, I can switch back to party damage. Super simple to do. You can see I just put enough points in there again to unlock. What's up, Kyle? Just pointed enough skills to unlock another tier. And so now I can look at these here. So let's see, we got damage from all strikes is more. That's fine. Damage to push immune folks plus 50%. So that's bosses. Bosses and elites. Do 50% more damage to them. I like that one. And this one is shock gain, which is one of my elements. So yeah, pretty clear what I'm going to do there. But again, it's really easy for me to just switch that on the fly. Do whatever I want. I still got 4 points to spend. I want to invest. Actually, I want to invest in Death Rattle, so I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit. Yeah, save it. Boom. Done. We out. Let's see, what do I have to do? I have to get cactus thorns and get muggle horns. Okay, well, clearly, these are the cactuses. Clearly. Gonna fight this guy. Pow. Apparently you can get pretty behind in your damage if you spec those skills poorly or not at all. But there's a whole bunch of other skill things. There's card catalogs, which I haven't even begun to get into yet. Engravings, which I haven't even begun to get into yet. I've got a lot to learn about this game. It feels like one of those things where, because it's 3 years old, they like rolled out a bunch of systems. And now everyone's getting it all at once. It's a bit overwhelming. Oops, I got all my stuff already. And I forgot to put on my ring. What the hell am I doing? I actually started the game with a archer class. I'm just a fan of range. But it, I don't know, felt so squishy. And this class seems to whoop some serious ass. Everything just feels impactful, you know? Sometimes, when you can't think about the numbers, you just want it to feel like you hit things real good. I hit things real hard, real good, real fast. That's all I need to know. Teleport active.
That ain't gonna feed us.
All right, let's see. We got a couple things to put through on. Much like other modern games, it lets you know when things are better. So you got those nice little blue arrows. It's based on item level alone, I believe. So you could get additional drops that, you know, maybe the item level is better, but you're going to lose out on some of your effects. These two rings appear almost exactly equal. So I'm going to throw that one on. Like I just lost a blue for a green. Doesn't look like I really missed out on anything. In fact, every single substat is better, so easy enough. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know what the hell does beer do. Increase dexterity for 20 minutes. I mean, yeah, let's do that. I kind of want to hold on to this ring, but I'll get rid of everything else. I don't care about anything else. So just quick sell this off. If there's a crafting thing to this game later, where you dismantle stuff, I have thrown away a lot. I have sold a lot of merchandise. So I really hope there's not a crafting element I discover later on. That would really suck.
Bandits. I heard you drove the bandits away. Thank you.
Warrior, a young nomad named Shiman. All right, let's see here. Big power increase. Let's do it. Boop. It gives you the quick compare down there at the bottom too, which I like. And that all drives. Oh, crap, preset. Get out of here. That all drives this in here. It's this. I'm still missing earrings, ability stone. This I need to be level 50 before I can use engravings. You can choose to wear my headgear or not. Yeah, but you got your item level, which is, it gives you with decimal points here. And it even gives you your level in decimal points of 19.22. Kind of odd, but hey, I appreciate the specificity.
Welcome. I arrived early to have a look around.
Let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here. So this is like the main guy you start the game with. And I don't know if he goes on forever. Again, I'm new to this game too. But Armen, this little priesty, is kind of like, he's the guy who's actually advancing the story. And then you're just coming along and murdering everything for him.
You want me to tell you about the Morai ruins?
You're like his cleaner. He's like, we need to go save the world together. You go kill everyone, and I'll talk to everyone. Alright, there's a monument at the Saltern? There's a monument at the Saltern? Cool. Go to the monument, talk to Forbear. Heard.
The area is overrun with bandits. Please be careful.
Perhaps this old monument could whisper secrets about Encavia to us.
So the grand kind of story is that the world's in danger. There were once things called arks that were able to fight off demons and save the world. And now you're looking for them. You ain't got any clue where the arks are. You know what? You know you need them. So you're off to look for them. Well, the Armin guy's off to look for him. You are off to murder everybody in his name. Basically. That's the roundabouts of it all. Let's see.
Outsider. Wait. Are
Let's
you the
see.
hero who drove away
Kill the
the
bandits. Kill the
Thank you
bandits.
so much.
Keep killing the bandits. No one's interested in this place. Make sure you kill the bandits. Sorry, y'all. Situation. We'll be back tonight.